Good morning, everyone. Kristin at Leftovercakechat. Happy Sunday. It is a beautiful day here in Florida. I want to start by sending out good wishes to everyone right now in Texas who's struggling with the power outages and the cold. And I know Nashville, I'm not sure if Aaron will be on. They had, I think, 37 degrees again this morning. So we are thinking of all of you and wishing you warmer weather very soon. So I'm going to cheers to that. I've got my champagne in my wedding planner cup today. It's rosé, but you can't tell because the cup is green. And I have my favorite sea salt brownies from Trader Joe's, but I'm not going to eat it right yet because I'm going to start talking. And I'm going to start backwards this morning with my product spotlight of the week because I need some, which is my Stress Away roll-on from Young Living. Oh my God, it's so amazing. We actually give these out in the Bridal Retreat in the goodie bags. And I highly suggest all of my brides use this. It just makes me happy to put it on, and I know it makes them a little bit calmer on wedding day and during wedding planning. So that's my product spotlight of the week. And you can reach out to us if you would like to have some. You can actually purchase it through our website as well. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about unique destination invitations. And I'm back in the camper today. I'm back in Betty because it's not cold. So, and I'm in my Canada attire supporting our destination pick of the week, which was Montreal, which we'll get to. But my suggestions, if you are doing a destination wedding, and it would start with a save the date, because we obviously highly suggest that you set the tone for the wedding with your save the date. It lets your guests know the expectations and where they're going and something that they can plan for and something they can get excited about. So a few different ideas that I have for you that I have seen and have clients that have done this. And it does obviously involve finding a stationeer, which we have many partners that we work with on this. So a few of the ideas. The first one is a boarding pass. So you can start with this either with a save the date or go right to the invitation, where you're giving them a boarding pass to either looking like an airline ticket, looking like a cruise ship document, a train ticket, depending on what, again, you're choosing for your destination, what kind of fits the theme and the tone. The boarding pass can be set up to have all of your information on it. Super cute idea, and it gets people excited, obviously, about the fact that they are going somewhere, which, as we know right now, most of us want to go somewhere. We have been locked down, tied up for a little bit too long. We're going on almost a year. So a little crazy. I can only imagine how destination weddings are going to explode in about probably a year. After we go through this little micro wedding phase, people are going to want to gather. They're going to want to celebrate. They're going to want to see all their friends and family that they haven't been able to see and hug in person in so long. So make it fun. Start the journey with that first experience for them. You can also do a luggage tag. You can use this to send to them to actually use when they're traveling. So the luggage tag can have the insert with all the information in it and the tag that they can actually use, which has the date, perhaps your names, perhaps the location on the actual luggage tag. We work with a vendor that does leather luggage tags, which are beautiful. And of course, there's a million vendors on Etsy, but we also can customize something for you as well. The other fun thing you could do is you could actually mail them some type of culinary experience that they might have. So I'll pick Key West, for instance. Maybe you mail them an invitation, and included in that invitation is a recipe for key lime pie. Key lime's super obviously correlated with the Keys, with Key West, so that could be something that you did. If you're doing something in Maine, perhaps you're mailing them something that is a blueberry pie recipe or your favorite lobster roll recipe. You can always tie something in culinary to where you're going. If you're going to Mexico, again, you can choose whatever you're choosing for your location. You can pair with something that was probably going to be on the menu or infused into your reception or a welcome party somehow. You can actually do, if you are doing Mexico, you could do like a margarita mix, all kinds of different ideas that we can come up with. So that's also a fun idea for your invitations or your save the dates. The other thing that's really cool is to actually send them a map. So you can have a map of the city or the area, the island that you're choosing, and you can designate all of your key locations on that map. There are some beautiful artists out there that actually have hand-drawn maps for us. One that's custom made for you and you actually would keep, and the others we do replicas of to send out as your invitation. So it can have your ceremony location, your reception location, your accommodations location, any key places that you want to highlight for the wedding can be on this. And it's something that people would keep. You know, you could make it a smaller size. They could actually frame it or keep it as a keepsake. And obviously you would want to keep yours, and you can use that in your home going forward. I'm hoping, oh yes, okay. Facebook changed the layout again, so I can't see any of the messages. I'm hoping Erin is on here, but she might not be today given the weather in Nashville. Secondly, I'm on number 5. Sorry, not awake yet today. The last thing that I think I would probably suggest is the passport. We did a really cool passport for a client. We've done several of them, but Anna and Daniel's was amazing, where they actually did mail everyone a passport and it had all the information included in it. They did a Florida Keys wedding and had all kinds of information about all of their events in it. So just, again, you want to set the tone. You want people to get excited about where they're going. Much more easy. Maybe I need to have some more champagne. Stand by. Because they can work from anywhere. So attending weddings are going to be much more easy for people to extend and celebrate with you over not just one day if you're doing a local wedding, but 3 to 4 days, and make just such a great experience out of it for all of your friends and family. So passport, boarding passes, luggage tags, some type of culinary experience that they can expect, and a map of the location. And we can help you with all of those. That's what we do at Swivel Group Events. We help you start to finish on your wedding. So again, start out with something that's just setting that tone. And my destination pick of the cracking up laughing, knowing I still have it. So if you're choosing a location, my suggestion to you is, obviously you love that location for some reason. Maybe it's a festival, maybe it's a venue, maybe it's the weather, maybe it's the water. But if it is something like you love Montreal because you love the jazz festival, or jazz music is something that you're both passionate about. Maybe you met at the jazz festival in Montreal and that's why you're choosing that location. You can actually set your destination wedding date around that festival or around a festival. So maybe it was the Tulip Festival in Ottawa. I chose Montreal this week because I've done many of trips to the Montreal Jazz Festival with groups, and it is such an amazing time. It's so many free events around the city where you just walk up and enjoy amazing music from musicians all over the world. And Montreal's culinary experiences are also amazing. So incorporate that into your wedding. Use that so that you are offering your guests something with your wedding that they can experience that maybe they would never experience if they weren't going there for your wedding celebrations. So that, to me, is just something else that enhances your travel with your friends and family and the memories that you're actually making. So if you're thinking of a destination and you're choosing it because of something that you love, try to set your date around that. It is a little bit harder, I will say. There's going to be a little bit more planning involved if you are doing it around a festival, because a lot of people travel obviously to those festivals. So you're going to find maybe your room rates are going to be a little bit higher if you don't book in time, or the availability at certain places might be different based on what's happening. So definitely something that you want to consider. If a budget is a factor, you probably want to either go in before the festival and leave before it starts, or perhaps you go at the other end. And so maybe you can still, but not have that higher room rate and higher venue rate. There are a lot of great venues in Montreal. So the Notre Dame Basilica is absolutely stunning. It's actually closed right now. I was doing a little bit of research this weekend, and it's not open, I'm sure due to COVID, but hopefully if you are traveling to Montreal, you would be traveling when it's safe and things are open again. You must have pictures there. It's so stunning. One of my favorite restaurants does weddings. It's called Gibby's. It's in Old Montreal, an amazing steak and seafood restaurant. Coffee, drinks with alcohol right at your table with these cute little carts. And everyone dresses up so nice, super friendly. And again, Old Montreal is a beautiful place for photographs. You've got a lot of like brick, natural, old stone settings that just make stunning photos. There are the Chinese gardens in Montreal, which I have been to a wedding at, which again, stunning, with all of the vegetation and the flowers and the architecture. Montreal has a ton of architecture. So McGill University is there. That's another beautiful place to have as a backdrop for photographs. So if you're into photography, architecture, anything culinary, history, it's a great location. You can do, I have a whole list of places that I'll post in our blog after this. I actually had them and my screen just went away. So bear with me. What is one of my other ones that I love? Oh yes, La Tundra is a gorgeous blank canvas. It has a garden there as well, but the building itself is just all windows and high peak ceilings. So you can bring in any colors. It's very neutral, and set up your own wedding colors and theme there. So lots to choose from. Many festivals take place in Montreal. So you can piggyback off of something like that if you want to, or maybe you just want to go to a city where a lot of people can drive to very easily. I know flying is an issue for some people right now. You can go, obviously I think you need a passport now. I'm pretty positive for sure you need a birth certificate and driver's license, but maybe a passport now. It's been a couple of years since I've been there. What else can I tell you about Montreal? The food. I mean, I'm obsessed a little bit. I'm a foodie. So there is the La Marché market, which is an underground market that has every culinary experience, a little bit like going to Epcot and being around the world at Epcot for dining. That's what this market reminds me of. You have Crescent Street in Montreal, which is just all the trendy bars and nightclubs. The nice thing too about if you are a U.S. citizen, the exchange rate in Montreal, you'll save a little bit booking up there. So one of my favorite hotels is the Queen Elizabeth Hotel, which is within walking distance to everything. It's just a really fun city. Right now it's cold, so you're probably going to want to wait till it's a little bit warmer, unless you want to experience a cool weather. Some people do. I've had a bride that wanted to wear Uggs. It's up to you. It's always about what the two of you want and the two of you want to share with your guests. So, and if you have your stress away oil, nothing else matters. So that's what I've got for you today. I have no idea if we have any questions because I can't see it. I love how Facebook changes this platform on a weekly basis now. We are going to be switching over to StreamYard shortly, which hopefully then I can actually see what everybody's saying. I'm sure Aaron might be on and answering questions, but if not, reach out to me at Swivel Group Events or the Bridal Retreat. We can answer any questions for you. We're happy to. You can set up a virtual chat with us if you want to talk with us about any questions that you have about destination weddings or wedding planning and wellness. We are really hoping that we're going to be holding our bridal retreat this year in October in Nashville. Fingers crossed that the world is moving again safely and that we can gather and do that. And in the interim, we are still planning. We have been virtual planners for destination weddings for many, many, many years. And it's not new to us. So reach out. We're here to help. And I'm now going to sign off and eat my sea salt brownies from Trader Joe's, which are my favorite for breakfast even. I hope you have a good weekend. I will say next weekend we are going to be broadcasting live from the Punta Gorda bridal show. I think it's the Charlotte bridal show, but it's in Punta Gorda. But we will be coming to you live right before the show opens next Sunday. We're excited to talk with a bunch of brides and actually have conversations with people to get excited about weddings again. It's been a tough year. So we'll see you next weekend from the show, and I hope you all have a good week. Bye.